Hi, how's it going? I'm Coach Todd. Welcome to your next video. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to choose your next triathlon. It's that time of year again where you're thinking about what race do you want to do? Which race do you want to go to? Which race do you want to sign up for? Which coffee mug do you want to buy? I like to have my athletes look backwards first. So that means looking back on the previous year and looking at the races that they just accomplished and ask themselves, hey, do you want to do those same races? Were they good races? Were they bad races? Do you want to do them again? That's like the first place to start. Do you want to do the races that you just did? If you're going to be looking at new races, I want you to first consider your skill level. How good are you at swimming, biking, and running? And take your skill level and look at the difficulty of the course. Not all courses are created equal. Some courses are very challenging in the swim, some are challenging on the bike, and some have very challenging run sections. Look at your skill set and how does it apply to those courses. The time of year of a race is a big factor. How much time do you have to train to get ready for the race? Do you want to race in the spring? Do you want to race in the fall? Or would you rather race in the summertime? What time of year do you want to race? Time of year can be a big decision maker for you on what race you sign up for. Along the same line of what time of year the race happens is what kind of weather is going to be at the race. Are you a person who likes to race in the heat? Do you like to race in the cold? Or do you like to race at a moderate temperature? I highly encourage you to look at the races that you're looking at. Look at the past history and see what the temperature was. If you're a person who does not like racing in the heat, don't sign up for Hawaii Ironman. If you're a person who doesn't like the cold, don't sign up for the Norseman. Another factor to consider is travel time. Do you want to stay local or do you want to travel? Sometimes the cost of travel will make the race more expensive. Some people like to be able to drive from their house to the race start. That's very convenient for a lot of people. Some people do not want to travel with their bike. They would rather do anything than rather fly with their bike. I get that. It can be a bit of a hassle, but if you're like me and you don't mind traveling with a bike, then maybe you look at farther options for your races. Races can vary in cost, greatly vary in cost. Entry fees are not going down, and you will find that the grassroots races are going to be a little bit cheaper than the big name brands like Ironman. Look at the safety of the race. How safe is the race? I always like going into a race where I know that I'm going to be safe on the bike course, safe in the swim, and safe on the run course. If the race is not going to be safe, there's a very good chance that I will not sign up for the race. And go on to Facebook groups, to Instagram groups, ask people how safe was last year's race. They'll let you know for sure. Another factor to consider when you're signing up for a race is where are your buddies racing? Some of your buddies may already have the races planned out for, and so ask them where they're racing. You may want to race with your buddies. That goes for the same thing as your club. Where is your club racing? Is your club doing any training camps? There's a very good chance that you want to hang out with your club mates and go on training camps. So your decision may be based on where your club is racing. You may also choose a race based on it being a qualifier for World Championships. I like trying to qualify for World Championships events. It's a lot of fun for me. So you may be choosing a race not because you want to do it, but because it's a qualifier for a World Championship. When you look back on last year's events, you may want to up your level from last year's distances. So for example, if you start off at a sprint last year, then maybe you want to try an Olympic. If you're at an Olympic level, then maybe you want to go up to a half Ironman. If you're at a half Ironman level, then maybe you want to step up to the Ironman level. So this year can be about stepping up to the next level of triathlon for you. What is the water like? Are you swimming in an ocean? Are you swimming in a lake? Are you swimming in a river? Are you swimming in a pool? I have some athletes who will not race in an ocean. They refuse to race in the ocean because of sharks. They will train a little bit in the ocean, but they will not race in the ocean. What is your open water preference? Do you like it warm? Do you like it cold? For me, I don't like swimming in cold water. I'd much prefer swimming in warm water. However, living in Canada, we don't have a lot of choice. A lot of the races we're going to do here are going to have cold water. Those are some things to consider when signing up for your next race. Deciding what race you're going to do is a very exciting time. Don't rush into it. Take some time. Decide on the best race for you. But most importantly, choose a race that excites you. You want a race that you're excited to train for, that gets you out of bed in the morning and say, yes, I'm going to start training because I want to do that race. Hey, I'm Coach Todd. I hope you enjoyed this video and take these tips with you when you're thinking about signing up for your next event. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.